Good day, everyone. My name is Maria Janine Pidimasuay from Section Real, a digital storytelling. Topic 2 is all about the general types of literature. Let's begin. Number 1 is poetry. Poetry is a vast subject, as old as history, and older present wherever religion is present possibly. Under some definitions, the primal and primary form of languages themselves. The present article means only to describe in as general a way as possible certain properties of poetry and poetic thought regarded as in some sense independent of the mind. I'll give you an example of poetry. Humans are born every day. Humans die every hour. Yet we smile every minute and laugh every second. Life is really a wisdom. It grants you the ability to see the world, to experience it with your own words, and to explore it with your own feet. Life is valuable, yet fragile. And lastly, to smile despite everything. Poetry is a mode of thought, and what little may be said in front of the spirit of poetry. Second is a short story. A short story is a piece of prose fiction that typically can be read in one sitting and focuses on a self-contained incident or series of linked incidents with the intent of evoking a single effect or mode. The short story is one of the oldest types of a literature. The modern short story developed in the early 19th century. I'll give you an example of a short story, The Career Girl. This order is a girl who is turning college, but she couldn't find out what actually she wants. Because she is the type of girl who wants to do everything. That's why she don't know what job can she take in the future. But the little girl, she knows it's because for her to experience some of the jobs and decide what she wants to be. The last and the third one is the fable. Fables is generally speaking for more accurate than fact. For fables describes a man as he was to his own age. Fact describes him as he is to a handful of inconsiderable and quiratric many centuries after fables is more historical than fact. Because the fact tells us about one man and fables tells us about a million men. I'll give you examples. In the woods of the far west, there once lived a brown bear who could take it or let it alone. He would go into a bar where they sold meat and fermented drink made of honey. And he would have just 2 drinks, then he would put some money on the bar and say, "See what the breeze in the back room will have," and he would go home. At length, the bear saw the error of his ways and began to reform. In the end, he became a famous teetotaler and a persistent temperature lecturer. He would tell everybody that came to his house about the awful effects of drink, and he would boast about how strong and well he had become since he gave up touching the stuff. The moral of this fable is you might as well fall flat on your face as lean over too far backward. Thank you for listening. I'm Janine Dimasuay from Section Real.